Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So sorry. I know we've been out of commission for a couple of days, family duties and all that, but I am back and ready to get back down to business. Had an absolutely fantastic time, for those of you who are curious. Now I'm trying to reacclimate myself to what I was going to do while I was out here. Okay. Ivory Sanctum, I'm doing that later. Yeah, I'll come here. Ooh, so many things are different. It's super late, but I am going to do a video about this new patch. Added some really cool things to the game that I'm really happy about. Okay. So, we're going to go here, pick up these alchemical ingredients, and then I think it'll be time to... How do I... Yeah, this is how I do it. Right. So I'm almost at level 1 corruption. So we'll do that. Then we'll come back out here and I guess finally do Blackwater. Because I think that's the last thing I need to do. Oh, right. We just finished this mythic quest. So I can give this thing to Zacharius. Awesome. Oh, and I need to talk to Finian. Okay. Right. And that's the last thing I need to do, basically, before I go to Ivory Sanctum. Cool. All right. Let's head down here. And I think there was one more of the... Why did it stop? Oh. Does it just stop now? Interesting. There was one more of the little forts I need to take care of here, right? Or little things. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. So now you can see the forts, but you just can't reach them. That's interesting. Okay. Meaning the forts are in these outside areas. And this is all the stuff I have. Ooh, these new photos, very awesome. Oh, those are mongrels. The mongrel sharpshooter. That's super cool. That's super cool. So wait, this is reinforcements. Oh, you know what? I didn't bother with them because I feel like this should be it. That I should have enough now to just go ahead and handle business. We'll see though. And actually, let me make sure you are headed the right direction, right? Yep. All right, headed. This is the very last one we need to do. And hopefully now we can actually take care of it, because I seem to remember I got shellacked the last time. And actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't matter how much of these they kill, because things will be different in Act 5 anyway. So I need to keep that in mind. Okay. Keep on moving. Evade. And collect. Excellent. Okay, and now let's teleport back to Dresden. Cool. And let's see what Zacharias has to say. Why does it take Fort Lands of Yath Watch is besieged? Oh, whoops. Woo! Oh, that is so much better. Wow, that's so much better. Okay, so they give you a little marker so you immediately know where those rascals are. All right, and my cavalry is right here and ready to deal with them, so that's cool too. All right. Enter. Come on, why aren't you giving me a way to go directly to the ziggurat? Oh well. But yeah, I highly, highly recommend the Disney cruise, especially if you've got kids. It was an awesome time. They got to take pictures with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy, and my daughter loves all of that, so she just had an absolute ball.
I'm gone.
And as a father, to be able to give that experience to her was just really, really awesome. Just felt really, really good to see how happy she was. Oh, this should be exciting. I wonder if they'll give me another party member. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hey, they're not guarding it because they're with me. Oh, you all are exhausted. Oh, well. The Lich spares you an impassive glance. I do hope you are here with good reason, student. I am occupied with my ruminations on the ritual you and I shall perform together. Give the crystal vessel to Zacharius. I found that mysterious place of yours. This is what I discovered there. Zacharius scrutinizes the vessel. What a curious item. It was used for magical practices of the highest order. It is my understanding that you are seeing it for the first time, yet it is linked to you by powerful ties. It is though someone with great power used it to spy on you. It will be useful for the ritual. Through it, I shall influence your being, making it more receptive to the forces of death. Leave me for now, student. I need to research this further. I shall tell you when I am ready to begin the next stage of our preparations. Are you prepared to turn me into a lich? Zacharias is clearly irritated. I am busy. I am researching the crystal you have brought me. Have some patience. You will be granted immortality much more promptly than I was as it is. I'm leaving. All right, that's the verbiage he always gives. Okay, cool. And I believe that's the last of the mythic quest. And outside. And, oh, actually, do I need to sell anything? Yeah, I've got some stuff here. Let's go ahead and visit the market. Make sure everybody's properly outfitted. Then we can go ahead and sleep. Oh, actually, right after I get through... Oh, wow. It brings you all the way back here. Yeah? Interesting. And actually, once I've shopped for everything, let's go ahead and talk with Finian. Make sure that his quest is completely updated. All right. That's ritual, right? Yeah, or relic creation, rather. Heavy crossbow of degradation. Tender touch. Don't need any of this. Ooh, speed composite longbow. You don't need this, do you? Let's see. Oh, right. I was wondering. So, +3. Whenever it lands a hit, but this is speed. We're gonna go with speed. Buckler +3. Does that help you at all? Nah, you already got buckler +3. What's this? Light armor. A +4 profane bonus to AC against the attacks of non-living creatures. 10, 3. All creatures take 2d6 damage. Well, we don't want that. These boots grant the wearer +10 competence bonus on athletic skill checks. Actually, that's a weakness of mine right now, right? I don't have anybody really trained in athletics, except you. You've got some athletic training, so you know what? You can take these boots. Look at you, looking so cool with your little shades and whatnot. All right, what's going on here? +2, intelligence and charisma. Helmet of camaraderie. Let's take that. What was Lan wearing? Nothing. All right. So, yeah. wait. Just to make sure. Doesn't help her all that much, but whatever. Amulet of Mighty Fist. I don't have anyone who's gonna really be able to use that. Natural armor. She can use that, I suppose. Channels energy to heal. The wearer gains a +2 bonus on the save DC of spells with the compulsion description. No. Skin leather cloak. Same thing she has, right? Skin leather cloak. Or be partially skinned. You know what? You can take that. I just realized. I haven't been leveling him up properly. And he really, really needs it. All right. That's all that's available. Okay. Bam. Bulk selling. Da. What's this? Reach. Lesser in power. I won't start selling those yet. Deal. Okay. And do you have anything to say? What can I do for you? Nope. Nothing. All right. Oh, did I have any Elven notes? I can't remember now. Let's check real quick. Where's Solsail? I could tell he was painting her. All right. In Solsail's drawing, Anivia is wearing a sundress and standing on a riverbank. There are flowers in her hair and a dreamy smile on her face. So weird. I don't remember the last time I wore a dress. Anivia pulls at the leather strap of her armor musingly. I'd like to again, later, when the war is over. I think it will suit you. Thank you, Anivia smiles. For a moment, her face is as carefree as in the picture. So say I need to talk to you. Yes, Anivia, if you'll excuse me. Can I keep the drawing? Of course. Commander, thank you for talking to me. My pleasure. Okay. And Storyteller. Please examine the items. Anything new? Ooh. The Storyteller runs over the piece of old cloak. I sense power. This item belonged to someone truly powerful. It was created as a gift. It's so hazy. I would like to learn this story, but it would take much to revive such a mighty relic. If you can get 5 vials of magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, 2 vials of demon blood, and 3 skins of magical creatures, I will try to restore it. The elf looks at you with unusual impatience. Shall we? I found a page that might interest you. The Storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I have forgotten. The old elf's expression becomes withdrawn. The Storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My feet are covered by a crawling carpet of locusts. A few insects got under my clothes, under my shirt, down my back, in my pants. They are crawling all over me, tickling my skin with their little legs. They will not attack until they recognize me as a stranger. Protective spells are guarding me, allowing me to deceive the pestilent denizens of the rasping rifts. I keep very still. I am but an observer, an uninvited guest who prefers to remain unnoticed. I don't hold my breath when Demon Lord Deskari swings his scythe over Izinyanga. I feel nothing when Izinyanga deftly avoids the blow and tries to strike Deskari in return. I am here by the order of Lady Nocticula. I must observe the fight and then return to Alan Shinra. The affairs of Demon Lords do not concern me. Why did Nocticula send you to follow Deskari? The Storyteller shrugs absently. I don't know and I don't want to know. My service to the Lady in Shadow is almost over. It's the 17th year of my life in the Abyss, and I'm already counting days to the end of my term. Who is Iziagna? She is a rising demon lord, servant of Lamashtu. She simultaneously inhabits 7 mighty ant-like bodies. Iziagna and Deskari are always sniping at each other, but they dare not enter into open war, fearing Lamashtu's wrath. The storyteller chuckles. The current fight is just a small quarrel, 1 in a million. Iziagna came to the Rasping Rifts with only 3 of her 7 bodies. I'm sure it will be easy for Deskari to destroy the intruder. Where's your friend Kenny now? The storyteller's lips part in a smile. Here, with me, of course. The stubborn lad refused to stay in Alan-Shinra and volunteered to accompany me to the Rasping Rifts. He said he wouldn't miss such an exciting adventure for the world. His youthful zeal and desire to live life to the fullest seemed to make me younger too. Please continue. Rift Carver, Deskari's scythe, swings up again. With a whistle through the air, it lodges in the ant-like head of one of Iziagna's bodies. Greenish slime splatters, the poisonous drops falling on my face. I keep very still. With a last convulsive movement, the ant-like body winces, tearing the scythe from Deskari's hands and jumping back, only to drop on its side and lie still. This loss will hardly worry Iziagna. To kill her, one must destroy her heart, which is hidden deep under Yanaron, a city in Lamashtu's realm. Disarmed, Deskari turns to Iziagna's second body that is attacking him. I slowly turn to Kenny, who is sitting next to me. My young friend is usually easily impressed by such mighty opponents fighting, but the seat next to me is empty. Kenny is gone. The storyteller shivers and starts speaking faster. Forgetting about the danger, I look around for my friend. The swarm of locusts at my feet buzzes, displeased, but the need for secrecy no longer seems so important. Where is Kenny? After a moment, I see him, and a treacherous shiver runs down my spine. My friend is standing over Iziagna's fallen body and reaches for Deskari's scythe sticking out of it. What's so special about Deskari's scythe? Rift Carver has power over the material of the plains. Deskari made this scythe with his own hands from his mother's skeleton. It can cut rifts in the plains themselves. The Demon Lord used it to make the Rasping Rifts, his own abyssal realm in the plane of the abyss. Please continue. Kenny, stop! Don't touch it! I scream, throwing caution to the winds. My friend turns to me, his face baffled. I understand him to an extent. The scythe able to reap passages between planes will certainly help us save Golarion, but trying to steal it is rash and stupid. We have nothing to defend ourselves against the Demon Lord's rage. Stop, my friend, before it is too late. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Deskari lift another Iziagna's body and tear it to pieces with his bare hands. But I don't hear his howl of victory. The Demon Lord throws away the still body of his enemy and turns to us. The swarm of insects is biting my feet. Locusts cover my eyes, hitting me in the face, trying to get inside my nose, mouth, and ears. Nevertheless, I get to it first. I grab the giant scythe and swing it awkwardly in the air. Rift Carver is so heavy my hands instantly cramp. I have no idea how I managed to lift it at all. I drop the scythe on the ground, but the damage has been done. Right in front of me, there's a small rift, a wound in space. The smell of Alan-Shinra's sewage comes out of it, a wonderful smell that brings me hope for salvation. I grab Kenny's sleeve and dive into the rift only a moment before Deskari's claws cut the air where we just stood. The storyteller catches his breath and wipes the sweat from his forehead. I angered a demon lord and my life was hanging by a thread. I've never have thought that something like that could happen in my life. The storyteller shakes his head distrustfully. How many dark sides of my past will I have to find? I'm starting to fear what I might see in the next pages of my notebook. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for helping me remember them. Found a page that might interest you. Found a page. Page. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warm wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Golarion from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is a description of how the purple crystal from Alan Shinra works, and my own observations about Rift Carver, Demon Lord Deskari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I have gathered everything I need to connect Golarion with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Golarion, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more, a decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Kenny is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kenny in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Tell me about Golarion after Earthfall. The storyteller goes, It's frightening here. Many people have perished, cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. But my spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they choose the easy path of plunder. Why does Kenny try to get into your tower? The storyteller shrugs and frowns. All this started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place on Golarion, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's become a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kenny tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Alan Shinra. I play along, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit. But deep down, I start to worry. Please continue. Kenny takes the goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted, and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower, guarding what I have created and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think. When did Kenny and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Golarion, and now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and soon the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Golarion 100 years ago, when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kenny back then. But after a year, I needed 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world is falling apart around me, and I still lingered. The storyteller frowns. So why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people surviving on Golarion, and I realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I will see it through. Sooner or later. It is my life's work. I can't just abandon it, but not now. Why is Kenny against opening the portal now? The storyteller frowns. My friend thinks it's too late, that my experiment is merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I chose? What will happen if I merge Golarion with heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Golarion civilizations were still fighting, together we could have overcome, surmounted Earthfall's consequences. But now there is no doubt that only war and death await us after we merge planes. Kenny always supported you before. What happened? I have thought about it many times. Over the years he spent at Golarion, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. The storyteller sighs. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over, and I still have several hundred years to live. We realize that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kenny seems distant. The storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as a given. I condemn myself for this, but can do nothing about it. Kenny will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warm wine to remember him. And then I will return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. Please continue. It happened. What I had been expecting for the last 10 years, when I was ready for. Kenny, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will now be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it's become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhaled deeply, filling my lungs, and tossed the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kenny. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there's no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. The storyteller runs a tired hand over his face and tries to smile. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. But this is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover. Thank you for your stories. I have to go. Oh, wait, no, I found a page. And okay, that's it. Now I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. Excellent. Why is the Sword of Valor shining like that? Okay.
Follow if you dare.
All right, let's do some Crusade management, and then we will rest and head back out. Ooh, someone's here. An older man in dusty traveling clothes waves at you. His face is tanned, but his gray eyes are bright. Commander. Aren't you the commander? Well met. My name is Lathimas, the antiquarian. I study ancient relics. Perhaps you've heard of me, though. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. An antiquarian. Do you sell anything? Lathimas shrugs. Alas, I don't. They call me the antiquarian because of my love for ancient items that might otherwise seem mundane and useless. Few understand the principles of archaeology. Sometimes even a shard from an old oil lamp is enough to shine a light on the darkness of history. I've never heard of you. I don't chase glory. It's enough for me to know that I bring knowledge to the peoples of Golarion. Some have used my discoveries to earn fame and fortune, but I remain a simple antiquarian. What do you want from me? I am planning a rather dangerous expedition, and I will need the help of a strong, skilled warrior, not without recompense, of course. I found an ancient map leading to a certain cave system, a dragon burial ground, but it wasn't merely a place where old dragons came to die. I have a theory that once upon a time, a great battle took place in these caves, and many relics and artifacts were left behind. You're waging a long and difficult war. Help me uncover the secrets of the dragon burial ground, and I will give you all of my savings. Believe me, I've earned a lot during my years of travel. All I need is for someone to clear the way down in the caves. Who knows what sort of demons inhabit the place now? I'd like to know the details. Of course, I will answer any questions you may have. Why do you want me to get personally involved? You could just ask me to send an armed escort with you on this expedition. Lathimas looks around. Don't think I'm trying to disparage them, but they are ordinary soldiers, after all. What if we discover treasure down below? Will they resist the allure of gold for the sake of science? Will they keep our expedition a secret, even if my competitors promise them huge sums of money? No, I'm sorry, but I will only rely on someone who is trusted by the Queen. Where did you get this map of the dragon burial ground? I bartered it from a ranger in exchange for an amulet. The ranger wasn't keen on going deeper into the Worldwound, and I doubt he even understood how valuable this map might be for science. I dare say he made a poor bargain. Tell me more about your theory. I'm interested in dragon history, from the days of Apsu and the creation of Dahak up to now. But dragons are reclusive creatures, and they don't enjoy discussing their history with strangers. Sure, we know about many historical conflicts involving dragons, but as for large-scale battles between dragons, they prefer to keep quiet about those, and thus, we historians remain in the dark. And then suddenly, I find a map that identifies this cave system and its surrounding area as a dragon burial ground. But mass burial sites are so uncharacteristic of their kind. Dragons are reclusive by nature, both in life and in death. I assume an ancient battlefield awaits us there, but who fought whom and for what cause? This is what we have to find out. Can you imagine? We could discover a brand new, hitherto unknown page of history. Apsu, Dahak, who are they? Apsu is known as the god of metallic dragons. In the dawn of time, he was born from the purest waters, and together with his dreaded spouse, whose name I am afraid to say, he sired many creatures in a multitude of worlds. His kingdom lies far beyond this world, among flying islands and wandering stars. Dahak, his proud and fearless son, was one of the first dragon gods. He chose the path of destruction instead of creation. He settled in hell, founding his own kingdom of flames and agony. Dahak fought alongside his father and the other gods to defeat Rovagug. Yet after the battle, he swore that one day he would return and destroy Apsu once and for all. He still dwells in his hellish palace, finding new ways to wreak havoc on Golarion. Such is his uncontrollable nature. What do you hope to find in this burial ground? I seek evidence that a raging battle was fought there, and perhaps also evidence of the reasons for such a conflict. Dragons would not gather together for such a large battle over some petty, inconsequential feud. Oh no, they must have had a serious reason, and that, perhaps, is the biggest mystery of all dragonkind. I've heard enough. And what is your decision? Fine, I'll help you. Splendid! Lathimas smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his observant gray eyes. I shall immediately head to the cave entrance and await you there. I think I can handle this part of the journey, but as for the dangers that wait down below, I fear I know nothing about them. A familiar figure clad in black armor appears before you and ceremoniously offers a salute. Greetings, Knight Commander. Yakar and Kel from Paralictor Derenge Squad, at your service. I'm afraid it's becoming a habit, but once again I bring dire news. Yaker shrugs apologetically. Yaker casts a nervous sideways glance at his superior officer. Paralictor, while you've been following the Knight Commander, much has happened at your outpost. Enough empty chatter, Knight. give your report. Although Regel's tone remains as dispassionate as ever, his gaze has grown in intensity. He watches Jaeger like a predatory beast, prowling ever closer to its prey. Jaeger snaps to attention and repeats a message he's clearly taken pains to memorize. Reporting to whom it may concern, a group of Hellknights has vanished under suspicious circumstances. They were last seen on the road to the occupied city of Iz. The knights were escorting a group of cultists and carrying letters captured in a recent raid on an underground hideout. They disappeared after reporting their approach to our outpost, and the chapters quartered there failed to find any trace of the missing knights. The situation is highly abnormal. Such a large squad could have fallen in battle, but they could hardly have vanished into thin air without so much as a sign of struggle. Powerful demonic forces might be involved in their disappearance. Thus, we inform Dresden about the incident and plead for help in our investigation. Tell me about the hideout. Where were the cultists captured? It was a secret hideout consisting of a large warehouse and several workshops, which produce equipment for cultist cells all over Mendev. We've been tracking the cultists for a while before finally locating and attacking them. Strangely, our intelligence reports had indicated that several powerful demons were always present inside the hideout, but our strike team only found mortals. We captured and escorted them to our outpost for questioning. What of this outpost where the knights were last seen? As I understand it, Paralectus Rinth, Tai, and Diothan informed you about the outpost during their visit to Dresden. While we finished its construction a few days ago, it's already our largest staging ground in eastern Worldwound. We have a small permanent garrison stationed there, and we use it as a resting area for the Hellknights involved in various expeditions. Fine, I'll take care of it. Regel waves Jaeger away, then sets his pale yellow eyes on you. We must visit the Hellknight Outpost as soon as we can. I suggest you treat this incident as seriously as possible. It might have unexpected consequences. Commander, we've managed to defeat Khorramzadah's host. The remnants of his army have retreated to lick their wounds, and we must use this opportunity to go on the offensive. But right now, our army is not fully prepared to begin such an expansion. The further we advance into the enemy territory, the more we'll need strong and mobile cavalry. I propose we replenish our forces with light cavalrymen. Mendev could offer us plenty. There are many lone paladins in Golarion, like me, who travel and help the needy. Shall we call them to our aid? Cavalry is a crucial element of the army, one that's difficult to replace. Mendevian knights can often sacrifice their defense in favor of offensive power, and it is time to put an end to this wastefulness. All riders must be encased in heavy cuirass armor, so as to avoid unnecessary losses. In my long and productive life, I've taken assignments involving knights, nomads, and other targets who enjoy prancing about on horses. And let me tell you, the hardest of those targets were hedge knights. They were true dogs of war who don't have a homeland, but what they do have is experience and a sharp blade. If you need cavalry, I say they're your guys. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Everyone looks at you expectantly. Sela, what advantages do paladins offer? The gods have blessed them with strength, protected them against darkness and corruption. They spend their whole lives training and performing great deeds. Destroying evil is what they live for, and it's what they do better than anyone. Regel, why do you advocate for cuirassiers? There's a certain breed of fighter who thinks that the glory they win on the battlefield justifies any amount of risk. That may be acceptable for them, but it is not acceptable for their commanding officers. Wasting cavalry and daring attacks only saps the strength of our own army. We must see to it that all riders are equipped with the best armor, the kind that will provide the highest chance of survival on the battlefield. It would also advise against recruiting any glory seekers or protectors of high ideals to serve as our cavalry for the aforementioned reasons. Captain Ondane prims his lips and says forcefully, the riders of Mendev aren't accustomed to fearing for their hides. Your demands, Regel, may lead them to believe that you don't trust them, or, even worse, suspect them of cowardice. Greybore, what makes hedge knights so good in a battle? I once had a contract to kill a high-born baron, a famed warrior, never went anywhere without an escort. So I prepared an ambush for his entourage on a forest road, in the dark. The screams of that baron when he and his horse fell into the spiked pit, and above him, There was a slaughter going on. I showed myself, split open the head of the nearest guard, and darted into the bushes. They followed, right into my traps. Crossbows, wooden stakes sticking out of the ground, all sorts of things. Arrows flying about, everyone shouting. They made such a racket they scared themselves. They thought they'd been hit by a whole gang of assailants. In any case, the knights who served the Baron because of their oath got the jitters and bolted. Even his kin. But the 2 hedge knights he hired fought like wild beasts. Those were worthy opponents indeed. It's simple. They know that if they don't win, they don't get a single coin. Hedge knights are seasoned folk. They've been around. Dangerous, too. They fight for victory and gold, not for honor or glory. They don't care if their tactics are cheap. If they can kill the enemy, they will. I doubt the people you've described even have the right to call themselves knights. I'm not keen on fighting side by side with someone who sees the Crusades as a chance to make a fortune. Captain O'Dane, what are the benefits of light cavalry? Light cavalry may be inferior to knights as far as equipment quality goes, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Firstly, the lightness of the armor gives them maneuverability. And secondly, many noble offspring who have battle skills and a fast horse but can't afford expensive armor will gladly answer our call, eager to earn glory with their feats. So long as they don't flee the battlefield first on those very same fast horses. They're lovers of glory and easy victories. Everything is clear to me now. Your advice is not respectfully in response to your words. Okay, so you can either get paladins, or cuirassiers, or hedge knights, or light cavalry. I had paladins, frankly wasn't all that impressed. Had cuirassiers, they were okay. Again, not all that impressed, honestly. Never done light cavalry or hedge knights. We're gonna go with hedge knights. We'll pay hedge knights as much as it takes. These people may not have given any oaths or solemnly sworn their loyalty, but they fight far better than most. With that, this meeting of the Military Council is adjourned. I will brief the officers on the expected reinforcements immediately and see to it that our available stables are expanded and properly refitted. All right. You guys have anything to say? No. Let's see what's going on here. Decrees. Okay. 4-4. Wow. One of these days I'll get that achievement for having 5 done at the end of the act. I'm not sure if like you have to do this. To me, it just makes sense that, hey, if I do everything for the Crusade within the act, then I should just go ahead and get the achievement. But it seems like they've set it up where you have to do things in a very, very specific way, which is irritating to say the least. But one of these days I'll look at it, figure it out. All right, let's go ahead and rest. And therefore, we could conclude that the atmospheric front moving from the west to the east will bring only minor precipitation, but there will be a heavy downpour in the Rosian. All I said was, nice day, ain't it? That's awesome. Hey. Okay.
I'm off.
That's done. Save. All right, and area exit. And I actually need Regil. I think I need him in order to be able to do that quest. That would make sense. So I don't want to bench one of my undead, but that would be what makes the most sense. So fine, we'll do that. Yeah. right, head over to the Hellknights, and then, oh, actually, Genus Recruiters. What's this? +2 quarterstaff. Whenever you cast the same spell 3 times in a row. Sure. Some practitioners of the Green Faith are convinced that the plague druid Silama was right in his delirious epiphanies. With the permission of the commander, they pronounce their prayers over his relic to impregnate it with their strength and fate. Hunting down immunity. No problem. And still can't do the rank up. Okay. And can also not get the whatchamacallit. Can't upgrade the outpost either. Annoying. Alright. And army, what is it? How do you do it? Campaign? There we go, campaign. Cavalry. Now this, being able to do this from the menu, oh, such a fantastic change. All right, get you up out of here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Woo. And there we go. Boom, boom. Bah, 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 bah. All right. And now my morale is back to high. Okay. And you. And let's go to Hellknight Outpost. Boom, 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 boom. Come on.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Ooh. Ooh, love these upgrades. Oh. Was that? All right, I knew if something happened. Sneak attack. Okay, cool. And you. Yeah, might as well do a little bit more.
Don't hold back!
Sure. You.
It should work. Is it flawed?
Very nice. Oof. Oh, I didn't even see this dude. Huh. There we go.
The world in
I was about to say, you better do something, girl. Come on now.
Retreat is not an
Oh,
option.
yeah. Ooh, he still got it. All right, Delamere. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She built for the drama. I love it. Okay. That's done. Oh, wait, a little bit more. Whoa. There we go. Oh, wait, did it? Yes. All right. Let's give it one more go round. Come on. I don't know why the save menu seems to be opening so slowly ever since the patch. Not that I'm complaining. Small price to pay. Hey, and this time we go first. All right. Doom, doom, da, doom, da, doom, doom. That helps. All right. Which... 95. Oh, yeah. Oof. That was deeply unfortunate. Yeah. 98. Not the worst, not the best. Very nice. That helps too. Oof. $77. Yeah, more for you. Excellent. Oh, this guy is irritating me to no end. Whatever. You can stop dominating our people now. In fact, no, I played that wrong. Because she can't dominate them anyway. Oh, well. Oh, well. No use crying over spilled milk. Oof. Okay. Lovely. There we go. High morale. Ooh, they add a little animation for high morale? I'm with it. I'm with it. That's awesome. Okay. There we go. Heavy losses, but honestly, it doesn't matter. We just need to get through that. The unit that was moving towards Dresden but fell under the succubi's charms has been defeated. Any survivors will be handed over to the priest to cleanse their souls. The dead shall be laid to rest. Only the succubi who committed this villainous act were chopped into pieces and dishonorably buried. All right. Very, very nice. And with that, I have completed everything cavalry-wise that can be done at this time, correct? Actually, if it lets me go here, does it let me access these? Even if it does, I don't need to, so I'm not going to, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, cool. Where am I? Oh, yes. Hellknight Outpost. All right, and you know what? Yeah, we do need buffs for
My
this.
skills are absolute.
This place can actually be quite irritating.
Vorlesh. Tio. Vorlesh.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Inimosi travisi. 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 Una Adayana. Magritium Turinos. Desano Dalio. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur.
Let me help.
And fire.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
resolute.
Yeah, this.
Unimosi travisi.
And he can get, whoops.
Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi.
Okay.
Unimosi travisi.
For
Are you ready to
himself.
move out?
Are we ready to move out? You can put that on him. And him. And her. And sure her, I guess. Boom, boom, boom. You can use this. You can use this. She can use that. You can use that. You can use that. And excellent. All right. Let's go ahead and move forward. Regil scans the top of the hill. Wisp of smoke rise into the air, giving away the location of the Hellknight Outpost. We must hurry and remain very, very alert. Tell me about your outpost. The outpost is situated on top of a hill. The main building has stalk walls and small windows. It serves as a resting area for various Hellknight orders. Apart from my own troops, there are currently 3 chapters quartered here, as well as the permanent garrison. We stocked up on food and water. The gargoyles had taught us a valuable lesson, and now we're prepared for an aerial attack. What could have happened to the missing squad? Regis gazed into the distance thoughtfully. They were last seen in this very place. We must comb the area. I am ready. Let's hurry. All right. Oh, actually, yeah, definitely don't want you all the way in the back. So put her in the back. You can go there. Excellent. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. Hope all of you enjoyed the episode today. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.